Hi folks, here we are again. We're at the Royal St. George project again that we've talked about a number of times in some of our other videos. We're getting ready now to put the pavers in, and there's a real process for putting pavers in. We've talked about pavers and concrete and other types of materials to be used for the decking. Now this is a commercial job. Their big concern was, we don't want cracking and breaking and having to redo this decking over and over and over again. You can see how large this project is. It's an expensive undertaking to have to replace your concrete after it cracks. That's the reason everybody's going pavers these days. The way pavers are put in a normal backyard, we'll go down a minimum of 4, 4.5, sometimes even as much as 6 inches, depending on the kinds of pavers we're putting in. Then it completely gets leveled off. So imagine, all that dirt's hauled off. Customers are always saying, well, why do you haul that dirt off? It's been there a long time. Because we don't want to use regular dirt. What we want to use is called road base. It's the same thing that the states use to put underneath freeways. Okay, so imagine a freeway. And you see a freeway, they cut down, they'll cut way down, and then they put this special kind of dirt in. If you look down, you see that this is a combination of gravel and dirt. Now, I don't want you to think that it's always going to look just like this, because it depends on where it comes from, and mixes are slightly different. The idea is to get a material that compacts down literally as hard as concrete, for instance. And don't quote me on that if somebody calls and says, what's the exact consistency? I can't tell you. But the concept is to get it to be very, very, very hard. So we compact it out, we get the road base where it really is perfect. Then we take sand. So if you come around over here, you can see this is sand, okay? So we put a coating of sand down, and if you follow me back over, and come back over here with me. So here we have the road base. Here we have a leveling device, okay? That's this pipe right here. The strings that you see around are also used as leveling devices. And then this is the sand. So that sand is put on, and then it's compacted down. You can see my footprints in it there. So then, and we get it perfectly level. No, I correct myself. We don't get it perfectly level. We get it perfectly flat. The leveling is very important. Leveling so that the water will always drain off and drain into the drains. And you should have drains in your project so that the water goes out to the public drains in the street. And so this project here will all be draining off to the sides where the drains are. Then come over here and let me show you what's going on next. The next thing that happens is the homeowners, in this case the homeowners association, have chosen a particular kind of paver that they're going to use. And then the pavers, these are a variable plan, okay? So you can see there's a square, a smaller square, a rectangle, a smaller rectangle, and then those different sizes are worked in so that there are no lines. So you don't see a line running through the pavers in any direction. This gives you a broken pattern that is very attractive. And you don't see patterns when you look through. And in this case, we're using different shades. So we go from light, the lighter shades, to a medium shade, to a darker shade. And this is a manufactured paver that is used a lot throughout the United States and is very popular. So we'll bring you back later and let you see this project as it continues to be finished. Thanks. See you at the next session.